All aboard the field train! Doot doot! Hello, I'm Aaron, Professor Thorgi, your guide to all things geeky, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. I really hope that all of you have a happy, safe, and healthy holiday, because I know that Thanksgiving can be an emotional time of the year for everyone, and that is more true than ever this year because the Civil War trailer dropped. Okay, sorry. I have to keep my voice down because they dropped this thing at midnight, so I'm recording this at like 2 a.m. Seriously, I was at work when this trailer dropped, and everybody started looking at their phones like, is this a hoax? Is this actually going on? And then literally like 2 seconds later, my girlfriend texted me and said, did you see that the Civil War trailer dropped? She has never texted me about anything superhero movie related ever. And yet even this was like, yeah, must tell Aaron now, beep bop boop. Seriously, I have no idea why Marvel released this trailer today on like midnight on a Wednesday. There isn't even anything coming out this weekend that I can really see it going in front of. Like, maybe in front of Creed, but it seems like such a weird thing for it to go in front of. Maybe in front of Good Dinosaur, but that doesn't really match up at all. So I don't know what movie they were planning on putting it in front of. The only thing I can figure is that somewhere in the math department at Marvel Studios, there was some guy going, all right, on this specific day, the peak number of people will be finishing Jessica Jones, so that will be the perfect time to ride that Marvel Netflix wave into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, release that trailer then. However, it then slowly dawned on me on Wednesday, on the day that they were releasing it at midnight, DC was going to put out Dark Knight 3, the third installment in Frank Miller's Dark Knight series, which everybody's been foaming at the mouth for, everybody's been going nuts. I've had people coming into my store for the past 4 months asking me if that book was out. All I can think is that Marvel went on Twitter at midnight, looked at that trending thing and went, I'm sorry, is something from DC about to trend on Twitter? And then they just leaned over to the intercom system and went, initiate protocol, shut it down. Shut it all down. Just launch that thing, and yeah, I haven't seen Dark Knight on Twitter at all after that. That is cold, Marvel. You don't care at all for your competition, do you? But okay, let's get into it. Here's my reaction to the trailer. Okay, let's put that into words. Seriously, I'm still so jazzed about this trailer. I feel like every single time that I mention Civil War trailer, all the furniture in my apartment should just come to life and start cheering like it's Pee-wee's Playhouse. Alright, I'm not going to sum up this trailer for you guys because are you seriously watching my reaction video before you saw the trailer? Seriously, open up another tab and watch that trailer right now. Have you watched it? Okay, cool. Reaction time. Okay, first thing I'll say is that so far we don't really know what this registration act is. We got kind of an idea of it. We got kind of an idea of what they're asking Cap to sign in to do. But I kind of liked the actual Civil War comic, but I wasn't that big a fan of it. And the main reason I was is because the whole idea was whose side are you on? And yet, there was never a moment in the Civil War comic where they weren't just pimping out Cap's side the whole time, in which they weren't just going out like, hey, Cap is totally around us, but you know, you guys make up your own mind. But seriously, Tony's kind of evil in this. Seriously, the Civil War comic was so biased to one side. It wasn't until like halfway through that big comic book event in which they put out one little filler issue, in which the whole issue was nothing but Cap and Tony debating their sides, and that was the first time that I actually looked at it and went, oh, Tony actually might have some good points. I hadn't actually thought about a lot of these things. And then the main series came back and was just like, Tony's evil, get him out of the picture, it's all about Cap over here. So the main thing that I am loving about this trailer is, yeah, you don't really know who's right or wrong on this one. In fact, it really kind of looks to me like Cap is kind of on the wrong side on this one, because if it was a question of, okay, what is right and what is wrong? Okay, your side is wrong, cool, Cap is going off to do his thing to do what is right. But it really looks in this like, hey man, maybe the government has a point on this one. You guys do need to register. You can't just go around and be vigilantes. But if you sign this, first thing we're gonna ask you to do is take out that mysterious assassin guy who's been running around just killing people for 5 decades now. And I love that because there is kind of this tone throughout the entire trailer that this isn't, oh man, Cap has to stand up to this unbeatable force over here. It kind of has more of a tone throughout the whole thing of what extent is Cap going to go to protect his friend? Because there's that moment in there in which you see Tony like holding Rhodey and Rhodey's knocked out, and you know Cap's side did that. Cap's side messed some stuff up, and every single Marvel teaser, at the end of the teaser, it shows the good guys losing. It shows the good guys getting their ass kicked. I mean, at the end of Age of Ultron's teaser trailer, Ultron comes out and like the whole world is basically destroyed. Like everybody is down for the count and Ultron's just there. There are no strings on me. And at the end of like Thor: The Dark World, the end of that teaser trailer, Natalie Portman is about to die at the end of that thing. So at the end of every single one of their teaser trailers, the good guys are about to lose. What happened at the end of this teaser trailer? It was Cap and Bucky just ganging up and beating the crap out of Iron Man, which by the way, the choreography in that moment, stunning. Them throwing the shield back and forth at each other, not even looking at each other. That was so incredible. I love the choreography of the fight scenes in Winter Soldier. They are some of the best I have seen in any superhero film. Heck, in any action film, honestly. So I trust these guys, and looking at that, oh man. I think we're gonna get more of the same. But, going back to my point, yeah, this thing ended with them ganging up on Iron Man and just beating the snot out of him. In fact, when Bucky shoved him against the wall, you saw him grab the core, the thing that's, you know, powers his suit, and he was about to rip it out. It really looks like Tony is the one we should be sympathizing for here. So yeah, once again, we have to learn way more about what the Cinematic Universe's version of the Registration Act is before we can start, you know, making opinions about this. But I did really get that feeling from watching this trailer that it's not like in the comics in which it was Cap 100% against this thing. It seemed more like he actually was torn in this one, but it was his heart, solely his heart going, I gotta protect Bucky. And I don't care what you guys say, if you want me to go after Bucky, I'm not doing it. I'm standing by my friend. And I think that's great for 2 reasons. The first of being that one of my concerns with Civil War is that it looked like it was going to be really freaking similar to Winter Soldier, like almost beat for beat similar to Winter Soldier, because in that one it was, hey, the government is actually being run by evil dudes. Cap is now a fugitive, but he's a fugitive from this evil, corrupt government, and he has to go and stop this evil organization. Whereas in this one, it's like, no, the government might actually be right. Cap is just fully going off the farm on this one. So once again, it looks like it is going to be different. But the other reason why I love that is because I was really starting to get concerned when they started going, this character's in there, this character's in there, this actor's going to be in there, this actor is going to be in there playing that character. When I started hearing all of that, I started to go, where the hell is Bucky? Because everybody only gets 3 movies. Every character is only going to have 3 movies. So it's like, you're not going to make Captain America 4 and then resolve the Bucky issue. You have to do it in this 3rd one. So I love the fact that they just totally blindsided all of us and went, oh yeah, that's why he's rebelling. He's rebelling to save Bucky. They are merging the Civil War storyline with wrapping up the Bucky storyline so well in this trailer. It gives me so much hope for this movie. Okay, next thing that we gotta talk about is Tony. Oh man. Listen, one of the reasons, like I said, that I was not that big a fan of the Civil War comic was because it was totally against Tony. Like, Tony was just a straight up villain in that book, alright? They never gave him a chance to explain his side of that argument. In here, wow, I was not expecting to get the feelings from this trailer that I did. This trailer might as well have been a fanfic written on Tumblr about Tony and Steve, because, God, you buy instantly those guys were friends and this is hurting Tony. I loved seeing that in here. Pretty much every single time that we have seen Tony Stark in a trailer, at least, listen, he's played a range of emotions in his actual movies, but when we have actually seen him in the Avengers films or in any of the trailers, he's either being grandstanding and heroic, or he's being super jokey and lighthearted. Here, he only delivers like 3 or 4 lines, and there's some of the most personally moving lines that character has given. The moment in which Cap says, he's my friend, and then Tony goes, So was I. Like, you can almost see a tear come down, like, Tony doesn't want to do this. Don't make him do it, Cap. Oh my gosh, I am getting so emotionally invested over a friendship that I didn't even really care about up until this point. And it's just from a 90-second trailer. God, I'm so... Just put in another, like, emotional reaction video. Okay, alright. Calm down now. Okay, I will say a couple of things I was missing from this trailer. You know, I wish I had seen Ant-Man in there. And don't come into the comments and go, well, he was probably just really small in there, you missed him. I zoomed in on every frame of this thing, okay? He wasn't in there. I really wish in that scene which they were all charging about, which, how cool was that? I really wish that you had just seen him sitting on Hawkeye's shoulder, because I have a feeling he is going to be in that scene and they just were waiting to add him later, that, like, they weren't done editing him in at that point. So I'm totally looking forward to that. I wish we had seen Spider-Man, but let's be honest, they're saving him for the real trailer. This was the teaser trailer. They were saving him for the big one, okay? Anything else? I think that's everything that was in the trailer except for the mother-in Black Panther. Okay, oh god. Oh, it is so hard for me to not scream right now. I am so sorry to all my neighbors. But I'm gonna get evicted for this video. I know I am. But oh my gosh, the Black Panther. When he popped up on screen, I didn't even say words. I kid you not. I just made a noise that was close to the THX noise that you hear before a movie, just I did that thing with my fist too. I don't know what that was. Maybe I was hoping that I could get a fist bump from him through the screen. Just come on, Panther. I've been waiting for this for so long. Just give it to me, Panther. Who am I kidding? I'm not cool enough to get fist bumped from Black Panther. But speaking of cool and Black Panther, oh my gosh, that costume. Okay, we had already seen the costume in a design sketch, but I reserve the right to hold judgment on that because how many times have we seen a drawing of a costume and we thought, man, that looks cool, and then they actually made it and put it on a dude and I was like, oh, that's not as cool as I thought it was gonna be. So I wanted to like that Black Panther costume design, but I was like, they could still totally screw it up. Congratulations, they did not screw it up. That costume looks so good. And they knew we were waiting for Black Panther. Because there was that moment in which everybody is lining up to fight. They have got Iron Man, they got Cap, they got Bucky, Falcon, they got War Machine, they got Vision was probably in there somewhere, Scarlet Witch was in the background. The only person that they actually stopped and zoomed in on was Black Panther because they're like, we know what you're here for. We knew what you were all waiting on. And we only see him do two things, but he kicks Bucky completely out of the shot and all I could think was, that's what's going on in every Marvel fan's head right now. Just out of the way, Bucky, I'm the new #1 fave. And then you see him running with Cap chasing him and he's going faster than cars. Okay, in the comics, Black Panther, God, I love Black Panther so much, but in the comics, Black Panther is equally as strong as Cap, if not even greater. In fact, currently in the comics, he's one of their most powerful guys. He like smacks Namor around at this point, he's so powerful. But in the comics, Black Panther, like, he has got all of Cap's powers and they're even more enhanced. So seeing him just running down the street like a Terminator, I was like, oh my god, they are getting this character right. Okay, just write some good dialogue for him and sold. And the last thing that I have to talk about, and I say have to because believe me, I don't want to talk about this. Literally every single time that I talk about this in one of my videos, I get unsubscribes, I get thumbs down, I get nasty comments down below. But I can't help it. It's sticking out to me like a sore thumb right now. I have to talk about this. Anybody else think that this trailer was a lot like the Batman v Superman trailer? Except better? Oh god, here it comes. Okay, listen. If you watched my channel before, then you know that I'm not really a fan of Man of Steel. Don't get me wrong, I recognize that a lot of people out there are. A lot of people feel that it is a great interpretation of that character, that is a well-made film, and it is one of their favorite superhero films of all time, and that's great for you. I'm not going to try and take that away, but even if that is how you feel, you have to admit it's one of the most divisive superhero films of all time. I mean, I have never seen a superhero film that split audiences down the middle like that. I mean, it is almost 50-50 between hate and love. Not even any real gray in the middle area. It is flat out hate, flat out love. And if you're trying to build a cinematic universe, then you don't need a divisive film to start that off. You want a film that is just a knock it out of the park, huge success. And I'm hoping Batman v Superman will be that film. I'm really hoping for that because A, it's Batman v Superman. It's the film we've all wanted since we were kids. Of course I'm looking forward to that. But B, if it is knock it out of the park good, then hey, your cinematic universe is on this roll, it's starting, it's getting going, alright. And we can finally leave Man of Steel behind. We can all come together and agree that hey, this movie's good, alright? Yay! But here's the thing. As I watched this trailer for Civil War, it slowly dawned on me, this is a trailer about a street-level superhero with not that many powers, fighting one of the most powerful superheroes in the world, who has a team of military guys working for him, and there might be some shadowy guy working above them, and it's going to feature cameos from almost every superhero in that universe. Oh my god, the pitches for these films are almost exactly the same. And when I realized that, I went, oh god. If Civil War sucks and Batman v Superman is great, then holy cow, then we have something going now. Then all of a sudden there is a competition between these two companies, and that'll be great. Or there's the second option, in which both films are great, and that's the all-win situation, in which both companies keep moving forward and keep making better and better movies, and their cinematic universes grow and they both succeed, and we can all be happy as fans of different companies coming together to enjoy each of these films. Or there's the third option, in which Batman v Superman is, it's okay, and then 2 months later, Marvel comes in and makes the exact same film, but better. If that happens, DC, there's no shame in restarting your universe for a third time. Just saying. Why did I say that? I'm gonna lose so many followers on this one. I'm sorry. Ignore everything I just said. So yeah, that was it. That was my reaction to that trailer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that I probably just made a 20-something minute long reaction video to a 90-second long trailer. But I don't care. I don't care because it was so awesome. Man, I'm just riding that Marvel wave right now. Like between this and Jessica Jones and all their new Marvel books launching, I am just in pure Marvel fanboy mode right now. I remember when I started making videos about all the new Marvel #1 books that they have been putting out, I said, listen, I'm only gonna do one of these a month, because if I made one every single week, I'd just be doing nothing but making Marvel videos every single day. And Marvel just looked at me and went, we actually like that idea. You will be making a video every single day about Marvel. We're going to cast Iron Fist tomorrow, and you're gonna have to make a video about that. What do you think about that, So there you go. Thank you everybody for watching this video. If you like this video, then make sure that you give it a thumb up, make sure that you comment, and make sure that you share it all around the web. I haven't been asking you guys to do that a lot lately, but if you could do it, it'd be great. It's the holidays after all. Time for sharing. That was stupid. But if you guys want to see more from me, apparently all of which will have to do with Marvel, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button right there. You can also follow me on Twitter and Tumblr, the address of which will be right there. And if you want to watch some more videos about me and my feelings about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, then click on these videos coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Bye, everybody!